What's up, Pisces gang? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. Happy holidays to all the Pisces out there. Whatever you celebrate, everything included. Happy Sagittarius season. Happy Capricorn season. I hope this video finds you guys well. We are here to do your December into January love tarot readings. So as always, guys, settle in, but I'm here to do some general messages for you, and that means that not everything I say will resonate with all the Pisces out there. So please, as always, take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are. Anything that doesn't fit your circumstance or your scenario, you can release it. You don't need to take on that energy. Only take what you find helpful, motivating, inspirational. I'm here to empower you. That is my goal here today. So with love readings, I always say love yourself first, right? That's pretty key in any relationship. You got to come into it loving yourself. But yeah, let's see what's in store for my Pisces in love, searching for love, looking for love in December into January. Ooh, you got the soulmate card. The assessment of a soulmate. All right, so that's a random message for some of you. It kind of came out in a weird way. So that's like a message in itself. Deciding if this is the person you want to spend your life with. Deciding if you're going to marry them. Or for a very small few of you, it could be separate from who you thought was a soulmate. Interesting. In Capricorn season, no less, with that earth energy. Interesting. Everything else is written in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Always like, share, subscribe wherever you see fit and where you can. That helps me a whole lot, and I appreciate it. Christmas came early for this girl. I reached 1,000 subs on my channel, which is amazing, and I definitely have you in part to thank for that. All my Pisces gang who've been with me from the start. I appreciate you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and welcome to the newbies. I'm happy to have you. I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to head into your reading, starting you off with a Wisdom Oracle card for Pisces in love. Pisces in love. What is the most important Oracle card that wants to come out for? There it is for Pisces. This is so Piscean. Oh my God. Imagine. It makes me think of the John Lennon song. Imagine. All right. So I'm going to read from the book to avoid further rambling. 20. I almost opened right to it. How about that? All right. Relationship message from my Pisces. In matters of the heart, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. In Sagittarius season, no less, right? Action. Action forward. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Again, seed, pentacle energy, Capricorn season. I like that too. Relationships are relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life. You'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. I love it. It's so dreamy and Neptune-y, and yeah, I love it. It's good for you, Pisces. So go out and make it happen, right? Go out and take some risks, take some chances in Sagittarius season, which is closing out soon. So, all right, Pisces, coming into the month, your energy, 4 of Cups. So a little bit of boredom, but also daydreamy. Sorry, guys, the camera froze. So this is your elemental, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sometimes it's a card of boredom, complacency. The idea of 4s in tarot are always a safety zone. It's like the comfort zone. In order for something to be gained, there needs to be some sort of risk, not just thinking about it or dreaming about it, but taking action forward. Underlying energy for that is the moon. There's your card. All right. So yeah, I mean, I always like seeing your card come up in like the your energy section. Let's throw a couple more on this and see what we can get. Some of you are wanting to communicate an important message about passion that you feel for someone, specifically like sexual passion. Bottom of your deck is the Knight of Swords headed towards the Ace of Wands. Could also be a new beginning with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this is a card of Gemini. But it's forward movement. Maybe it has something to do with that Gemini full moon that's coming up. Being very like impeccable with our word, being very careful with the way we phrase things, because every little thing about how we phrase something or how we express it or explain it, and especially during that full moon energy, and I mean, you do have the full moon card here, that's going to be analyzed and interpreted in a multitude of ways. So yeah, there's a need to be very efficient with your words as well. Interesting. Yeah, so you may be moving towards someone who either is recently single or yeah, I do sort of want to say, or potentially a Virgo. We have the Hermit card coming up. So yeah, you might be moving to make some sort of really stable, steady offer to this person with lots of love, with lots of like a nurturing, motherly kind of, or motherly type environment. I'm sorry, motherly type energy. I don't know why environment came out. But you know what? There is something to that, because I was about to say, if this isn't you making an offer, this may have to do with something about a mother giving a gift to someone who is recently single. I'm not sure what that totally has to do with romantic partnership, and so it probably doesn't. But yeah, I mean, it is a message of love, so there may be some, and especially around the holidays, I mean, that's kind of like a given, right? But yeah, a mother, I do want to say giving some sort of very precious or sentimental gift, specifically to my Pisces out there who are single. And I don't want to assign it to a gender, but it would be something like, this was your grandmother's wedding ring to give to like your future wife, or something of that context, or this was our, I don't know, like some value or of yeah, something with sentimental value and legacy, ancestry, something that's been passed down from generation. It could be like, you know, something that you sew onto your dress that was in your mother's dress, or something like that. But if that's the case, again, I am sensing with the Hermit, this is so much speaking to me about singlehood, being single. But there's really lovely energy surrounding it. I think some of you are really wanting to communicate with someone who, again, you find very sexy, or you're very intrigued by them. You have like a huge crush on them, but I don't think there's communication between you yet. And it's probably a new person. I don't know if it's someone you would have spoken to yet, or someone who you would have approached in a like flirtatious way. And you're coming in hot, like rapidly, very swift. So with this card, I always say, you know, just be careful with your words, be careful how you phrase things, because especially if this person means that much to you, you don't want them to twist your words. You don't want them to misinterpret or misunderstand what it is you're trying to say, Pisces. And with the Moon card, that can sometimes speak of illusions. And just given the wands and the swords here, miscommunication, not understanding, being in the dark, not being illuminated to what is being presented. And I think what you're trying to present is a stable offer. You're just really excited to do it. Could be to a Capricorn as well. All right. And that makes sense with this card coming out too. It reminds me of that song in Rocky Horror, where he says something like, dream it, be it, or something like that. It's not just dreaming, it's about, you know, actually doing it. So with Eight of Cups coming up, to clarify, Eight of Cups talks about an emotional risk of some kind, assessing where you're currently at, and it's sort of a recognition, which is what this could be also, an epiphany. Recognition that your current emotional state, well, it might not be bad. Clearly, it could use some improvement. So yeah, that's what this is. It's assessing your cups. It's assessing your heart space, the ones around you that you love, friendships, family members, romantic partnerships, and like, there's something that, again, could use improvement, but it's just not exciting to you. What's exciting to you is what you're trying to move towards. It's this person who does have their back to you. So for most of you, this does feel new, but just given kind of the dynamic here, there is like a hint of somebody who's kind of withdrawn or sad or disappointed. So communication will be moving to that person, especially if this person is recently single. They may have just gotten out of, a really bad, tumultuous relationship, and they're still trying to move on and kind of like gather their thoughts, and I was about to say, gather their strength from the situation. But what's really cool about all this is the underlying energy for this Knight of Swords moving forward is that Queen of Pentacles, that Capricorn, potentially Mother card. For some of you, this is just like, again, it's clarifying the way you're communicating this. It is a really beautiful offer that you want to give. It could stand the test of times. It's a solid offer. But again, it's being delivered very rushed. or very haphazardly or very quickly. Maybe it's like this person is flying to see their family at Christmas, and so you have to meet up with them the night before their flight and you know, profess your love. It could be something like that. But under all those cards I just gave you, the idea of them being recently single and getting over a bad relationship and kind of finding their headspace and finding their strength, they have the King of Pentacles. So a good pairing, potentially. I will say though, your person has a lot more baggage to work through right now than you do. So again, I think that's why it's cautioning you, don't force this. It's certainly a great time to open the channels of communication and speak your truth, you know, say how you're feeling. But if this person doesn't give you that immediate reaction or response that you're hoping for, it kind of makes sense why. They're still doing some healing. They recently had some sort of tower moment, some sort of life-changing event. For a lot of you guys, it has to do with them being back in singlehood. I was going to say on the dating market. I don't even think they think of themselves as that, because they're still so wrapped up in getting over this difficult breakup. Whether they chose to do the breaking up or were broken up with, it was traumatic. It was probably someone they were with for a long time, or someone they were with for a long time, or there was just a really strong, solid connection, but with the tower, it eventually crumbled. So yeah, give them some breathing space, give them some time to heal their heart, because ultimately you don't want to jump into a relationship with someone who isn't ready to be in one. That kind of sets you guys up for disappointment. Excuse me. The minute I start talking, I always have to cough. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, so let's peek at your person even more. Their underlying energy, they're presenting as the Page of Pentacles. Underlying energy is the Star. All right, so the card of Aquarius. I love this. It's a little like Snow Queen, Snow Princess type vibe going on here. Yeah, their heart has been frozen. The frozen heart. It's just like the movie Frozen, right? Is it a true love's kiss? Is it sisterhood that's going to save the day? What's it going to do? All right, let's see. So yeah, this person is still going through some major healing. It's all really lining up, actually. Their story is pretty clear to me. After the tower, right, significant changes in our life, upheaval, chaos, sometimes destruction, right? It is for the better, though, because this person was in a place where they were latched onto something or attached onto something that was unhealthy. It could have been an addiction. It could have been codependency. It could have been a tumultuous relationship. And for most of them, I think it was relationship-based. They're kind of... again, kind of like out in the world again on their own, but they're still sort of in hermit mode, doing some major healing, trying to keep one foot steady and solid and on the ground, but still, dream about the future and have hope that good things and love are still going to come their way. This person may have some self-worth issues after this difficult relationship, things that really, took a toll on their confidence or just made them feel like inferior or less than or not worth it. So yeah, again, give them time and space to heal. And I keep wanting to underscore that because there is an energy coming from you, Pisces, that is like rushing in, charging in. And this person, it's like they're presenting as a page. So, I mean, pages in tarot typically represent children or students or someone very new to the energy of, and with Pentacles, it's rebuilding their life. After the tower came through and, knocked them on their butt, changed their life, they're having to rebuild slowly but surely. And with Pentacles, it can also represent the body. So it's like they're rebuilding their body, they're rebuilding their strength. They've had to grow as a person. This has been kind of a... peaks and valleys. This has been a valley in their life, and they're on the upswing. I mean, this is a really beautiful card, but yeah, something about their heart is very delicate. Handle with care, I always say, with the Page of Pentacles. They're still learning how they want to rebuild from this. All right. Your person may have very blonde features. Very, very, very blonde, almost yellow features. Or very, like pale skin. What else do we need to know about Pisces person here? Pisces person, please. What do we need to know? Most important things to know about Pisces potential romantic partner here. And as always, this isn't for everybody, right? For those who've been in a committed relationship for many years, this does feel newer. with the page and the aces. But take what resonates, right? This might be a career spread for you, you know? What else do we need to know about Pisces person with clarity, please? There we go. Okay, so you got the Ace of Wands again. Yeah, it's like they're warming up. They're warming up to the idea of building a solid friendship with you. They're warming up to the idea of being back on the dating scene, getting their head back kind of in the dating scene, in the game of love. And then the Two of Swords. So yeah, it's a difficult decision, but it's literally fire and ice, right? It's like their heart was frozen, or was their heart was like put up on the shelf because they weren't ready to deal with it. They weren't ready to be vulnerable and put themselves back out there. But it's almost like your passion, and as I said, that's what you're moving towards. They're presenting as the Ace of Wands, and they really are. Again, here it's like you're taking them from dark to light. You're, again, sexual passion is really on the forefront of your mind here, I can't speak tonight. Pisces, the sexual passion is really what's kind of like igniting you to move forward on this. And again, with caution, right? Your person needs time to heal. They might be, again, a little bit defensive to your offer when you first make it, because they aren't in a state where they've been thinking about sexuality, or they've been thinking about, again, something very innocent about this. This isn't the type of person who sleeps around to get over the person that they're still hurting over. And I mean, that's a good quality, right? Like, they're not ready to put themselves out there until they're fully ready to love again. And so it's almost like you plant the seed, you put the idea in their head, but they still need time to think about it. They're still not certain if they want to move forward on the offer. But I mean, there's something about it that excites them. There's something about it that it's literally a magic wand, right? They see it as magic. They might be uncertain if you two could work together long term. The idea of fire and water. You may have very opposite personalities. This might be a fire sign, right? Because you're water. So it could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could also be an Aquarius. Yeah, fire or potentially an air sign. It doesn't have to be. I think they're just intimidated by getting into a relationship again, because they don't want to be hurt. And they also don't want to be tricked. Something about like the magician, a trickster, a magic wand. They don't know if they can trust this offer as something solid, or again, is it just sexual desire? Is it like a hit it and quit it type energy? So you know the answer to that. Wow, you have the Knight of Swords again. A lot of double cards here. So you have the Knight of Swords twice. Very interesting. So double Gemini energy. This person could be a twin. You could be a twin, Pisces. This could be a twin flame, especially with, actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Where's my card? Especially with two Aces of Wands, the idea of doubles and flames, twin flames. And you have the two Geminis, literally the card of twins, of the lovers, right? Yeah, this could be a twin flame situation. I could see that. Very interesting. All right, let's look at what is between you guys. The Seven of Wands, so a test of one's strength. Coming out on top, feeling like the victor, but yet it forces you to really assess how much energy and work this is going to take, and ask yourself, is it worth it? Do I have it in me to move forward with this? For you, Pisces, this is asking, can you be patient? It's almost like, can you contain your sexual desire and have the strength to wait for this person? Because if you do, it does seem like there will be a changing of the tides. I'm almost getting something about the Wheel of Fortune comes in. And I think it's because it goes 8, 9, and then, so strength, hermit mode, and then 10, Wheel of Fortune, changing of cycles, new people, destiny, fate, timing. Again, very like twin flamey if you believe in that. For you, this is a test of your strength, because it's like there's, again, for some of you relating to this, there's a sexual desire. There's an impulse that's really hard to control when you see this person or when you're around this person. So it's like you're trying to come off as the Queen of Pentacles, like, you know, very, again, feminine, very receptive, just very gingerly and gentle. But on the inside, you're just like, let's go. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Like, yeah, there's definitely heavy passion and sexual energy here. For them, though, in terms of what this card is representing, though, it's, do they have the strength to get over the disappointments of the past? Things that have tested their strength, again, knocked their confidence, tested their faith, their endurance to proceed forward, not just in relationships, but in life. This could have taken a toll on their body, their mental state, their emotional state, certainly. Yeah, like it's very clear to me they're in healing mode. They had to do a little bit of I showed you the wrong card earlier, didn't I? Where did my Hermit card go? There it is. They're in sort of soul searching mode, right? They've sort of been brought down to their knees with this tower, and yeah, it's with this, it's like they're trying to find their North Star again, and you can't be that person for them. You can be, accompany them on this journey, but you can't be that person who picks them up by their bootstraps and quote unquote saves them, right? You can't be the superhero. They need to find that inner strength themselves. So what's really cool though is the underlying, as I say all that, as the underlying energy for is it worth it, we have the Knight of Cups, which is your card. So yeah, it does have to do with romance and the heart space. And again, for them, it's taking that emotional risk and being vulnerable and putting themselves out there. Do they have the strength to do it? And again, for you, it's do you have the strength to contain your love? The love that, again, knights bring change and movement. We know you're presenting as a knight. We know you're holding your cup out like, please take it. It's like you're almost spilling it all over the place. And there is like a weird sexual metaphor there of like, what am I allowed to say on YouTube? Like premature ejaculation. I just have to put it out there. And whether you're masculine or feminine, there is that energy of like impulse. So you probably think about this person at night, wink, you get what I'm saying? There is something coming up about that. So with that, I would just be careful because I am sensing almost, it doesn't feel unhealthy, but it does feel like a little bit of like obsession. I wouldn't be surprised if the devil comes out. And again, with these cards, your person feels, their energy feels good. They're lacking in confidence and they're still kind of, again, dipping their toe in the pool of dating again. So just be careful that you're not taking advantage of that you're the first one to like, knock down their door and be like, hi, I'm the one, here's my heart. Because what if you change your mind? That would crush this person, right? Again, it's like proceed with caution. It's presenting as an ace. This is the beginning of what could be something really beautiful, but you don't have to like rush all in at once. But it's good energy. It feels good. I'm interested to see if it's feeling reciprocated because that I can't really get a pulse on right now. So let's throw a romance angel on it. Let's see what's between you guys. For Pisces and their person. For Pisces and their person. Pisces and their... Whoa. Okay, you had a lot come out. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, this is for your person. In fact, it literally came out over their card. Having faith that there's something else out there for them, right? That this wasn't the one and now they're going to be single for the rest of their life. They are in a bit of a lack mentality, like literally eclipsed, right? Their heart has been broken. Their heart has been shattered, right? And it's like they've locked themselves away. They've locked their heart away because they might not be ready to date just yet, right? They're still thinking about it. They're thinking about it. All right, so there's a lot of cards that came out here. Love yourself first. Well, that's interesting. That's the first thing we said. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, for both of you, but especially your person. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Absolutely. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so I'm going to put this out there. This person may have just gotten out of a long-term commitment, especially because we had the King and Queen of Pentacles showing up. This can be husband and wife. This can be mother and father. So because this to me feels very, very new with you, Pisces, I'm just going to be real. I got to call it like I see it. This card is popping up because that may have been an issue in their past, what they're getting over. Now, maybe you guys meet up. Maybe the chemistry is fantastic and it lasts the test of time and there's a wedding. Possibly, but I'm telling you, this isn't going to happen probably for most of you in, December to January. That's like roughly the timeline I'm reading this on. This has to do with someone's past. You could have been married, Pisces, right? Possible. Or again, the idea of dreaming about it into the future. It's like you guys even haven't gone on a date yet and somebody's like hearing wedding bells. It's actually a really cute card, right? I love this card. All right, then you have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Boom. That one is all yours, Pisces. That one I can absolutely put in your category here. But yeah, so again, none of these cards really give me red flags other than maybe this one. So again, as we've been saying over and over, give your person space and time to heal. Certainly be a good support system, be a good friend for them, but you can't do the healing for them. Make sure they're not putting on a Band-Aid, right? To like keep their wounds at bay, because eventually that Band-Aid's going to get ripped off and their problems are going to like bleed over into what could be a really beautiful relationship, right? It's testing your endurance, isn't it? It's testing your patience. It's testing your person too, right? But you'll know when they're ready. I think they will make it known. I mean, that's why the Knight of Swords is coming up here. The Knight of Swords acts because they know it's true. Their truth is the ultimate truth and they act on that. So when your person feels like there's something to move forward with or feels like there's something to communicate, you guys could definitely meet on that level together. It's absolutely optimistic. All right, so let's look at your advice or guidance. Underlying energy, Page of Wands. Awesome. Okay, so we start off with the Ace of Wands, and then it can grow into something more, the Page. I like that a lot. This can be a card of flirtation, absolutely communication. Pages, again, children as well as students. So students of love, students of passion. Yeah, I'm just getting dating with this card, particularly with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The adventurer, someone who likes to travel, someone who likes to experience new things. Again, dating, getting to know each other, unlocking things that have been like buried away about our past, having interesting conversations, learning about each other. Yeah, and releasing one's past. The death of the past, the death of over sentimentalizing the past or wearing rose tinted glasses. And for you, Pisces, it's interesting. This is also saying to me, transitioning into a new cycle, right? With death, Scorpio season, it's a card of Scorpio. We release what doesn't serve us and then make room for what is new. This is such an interesting message, Pisces, but I am getting releasing the sexual desire that it's like you're about to explode. There's just, I just keep like kind of getting the idea that there needs to be a healthier way to cope, because it's unfair to put that much pressure on this person, at least all the time, right? And everybody's story is a little different. Maybe you guys have already, sealed the deal. Maybe you've already slept together, whatever. But I am sort of getting like a little bit of sexual addiction with this. So if that's the case, I reinstate, it's unfair to put too much pressure on this person when they are healing. It just doesn't seem like it just seems like taking advantage of the situation or not. It just feels icky. I can't explain it other than that's the energy I'm picking up. So this is transitioning to something more sweet, more lighthearted, more innocent. Again, it's children. These aren't sexually active children. Do you know what I mean? It's just saying take it slow. Enjoy the little things. Go for a walk in the park. This doesn't immediately have to be like, hey, what are you up to? And then you hop into bed together. And there's no judgment here. There's nothing wrong with that. You do whatever you want to do. I'm just saying be considerate of where your person is at and their own journey, their own spiritual path that they're headed down as well, right? Give it time, because I mean it is optimistic. It goes from the Ace to the Page. There's growth there, right? That's really encouraging. I like that. All right, so let's throw one more advice or guidance card on this. For Pisces in love. And again, this is going to be different for everybody, but yeah, oh my God, you guys, seriously? Innocence. Literally what we were just saying. Very much Six of Cups energy. These are both cards of Scorpio, by the way. So Scorpio might be a key player in this situation. Maybe you have a Scorpio or a Venus in Scorpio, or your person might be a Scorpio. Keep it light. Keep it friendly. Maybe keep it at a place where you guys are friends for a bit before you move on to officially putting a title on it. Your person may also have kids too, especially if they got out of a marriage. They may have kids, specifically little kids. Yeah, like toddlers or like kids in grade school. Yeah, sorry, one second. I was on the trail of something and it's gone, so this is the card. Son of Wands. All right, guys, so there's progress here. This is like the perfect example of slow and steady wins the race. You go from the Ace of Wands to the Page of Wands to the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands in this deck, right? there's progress here. It's all fire. It's like the fire grows more and more. The passion gets bigger as it progresses through the days, through the weeks, through the months, right? Yeah, absolutely. This feels good. And it may be an indicator, like a time marker, like maybe you met in Sagittarius season, but it's not going to become a romantic relationship until maybe Aries season, right? So that would be in the new year, in like, roughly early 2020. Yeah, very cool. Let's start some zodiac signs on this and we will wrap you guys up. This is a good reading though. It seems like dating. That's what this kind of, the overall thing is here. Find healthy ways to deal with your boredom. Don't become, like codependent on this person to fill your days with activities and fun, right? It's everything in moderation, right? It's a good example of temperance, Sagittarius, right? You might be dealing with a Sag. Aries, Leo, or Sag, very possible. You did have the card of Leo come out earlier. What zodiac signs want to present themselves in this deck? Recently divorced. And that could be you too, Pisces, but... Alright, what zodiac signs want to come out in this reading? What zodiac signs want to come out? Alright, we'll take those. Alright, so Scorpio. We had those two cards at the end that indicated that as well. You have Leo, you have Virgo, and you have Gemini. All right, so that's what I got for my Pisces gang out there. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in 2020. Happy New Year for new tarot readings. Bye, guys.